From the muddy trenches of another great war, I was propelled decades ahead into a bright neon glow. A new kind of America, one drenched in booze and color. As the criminal underground once again reared its head like it did in my time, I fell into old habits and spun up my magnum. I had a syndicate to topple and a skyscraper to scale, just like old times.
Come on. Oh, it's actually worse here. You guys might not be able to see it, but there's like a bit of a slowdown. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to... Oh. What's this? Eh. Damn it! Yeah, I just don't think the maps are optimized. Because the trenches last chapter was at least manageable. And I've been doing every goddamn fix I could think of. Searching forums. Mostly so Gary's mod doesn't lag at complete random again, but I think my better bet is just to download one of those graphics card managers or something. For Gmod at least. I'm not sure if this game is really fixable. Unless there's something they have enabled that's causing this much slowdown.
Welcome to Fabreen Court, Detective Burton.
Burton?
Make yourself at home. My boys are already laying out the welcome mat.
Why his name's plastered all over the place?
Detective Burton. I can't pronounce Burton. I can't pronounce it right to save my life. Oh, come on, not even damage. You assholes weren't even damaged by that. How convenient. Another one. Okay, first order of business. What's in here? Alright, moving on.
Times might have changed, but Fabreen sure hasn't. All his plans still hinge on humanity doing their dirty work. I've gotta stick this out. There's something at the top of the skyscraper I've gotta find. Answers, Fabreen. I'm assuming it's both.
Ah, one of the most annoying enemies from Half-Life. What do you know? Damn it. Why did you switch back to the other one? You thought a simple barricade could stop me? They shot the janitor. What did he do? What did the janitor do to you guys? He's just doing what you assholes paid him to do. Well, I don't know if I did something wrong there, or if I was supposed to do that or not. Yeah, just punch a flying saw blade, kids. That'll go swell for ya. There were hooks hanging there. Where are the hooks? Where'd they go? Pick it up. There we go. The twirl is necessary. For some reason, he had to run in here. Where there is no backup. It was just him running in there. Maybe rushing it wasn't such a good idea. I think we were supposed to meet them in here, but then their AI just defaulted to go to where the player is.
Some explosives will clear that door, no problem.
I could just punch it. You can punch a saw blade, but apparently you can't break. Can't break down boards. Okay, what door? This door? Yeah, he meant that. He meant that one. Ah. Just didn't hear anything. I get the feeling that'll move the level forward, so I'm just gonna look around first. And I don't see anything else, so...
These guys are putting up a hell of a fight. Trying to stop me from getting up here. I've gotten so far. Punks like these did enough damage in my time to my friends, my family, and my country. Not gonna let them do it again.
Just one more take before heading forward. Ah, the Tarantino flip. Hmm. No, nothing. Gotta be somewhere to go. Oh. Part of the problem trying to shoot these guys is that, the pain recoil. You know how they always, you know how your character takes damage and they just do that little eh. Kind of messes up the aim. I don't know who I mean, I guess it's so your character doesn't come off like a robot or anything, but still really messes up the aiming. I always liked the Miami setting. You know, Vice City is my favorite GTA. I know a lot of people praise San Andreas, but I like Vice City more. Especially since you got all that 70s, 80s music from the time. Though I refuse to play the remakes because, for one, censorship, and two, once a buggy mess, always a buggy mess. Oh. Such as, in terms of censorship, Phil Cassidy, they removed, when you meet him, he's got like this just give me a sec. So Phil Cassidy, when you first meet him, it's clear that he's a redneck. So naturally he's got the Confederate flag on his chest. Or on his shirt. They removed it and put a pirate skull over it. Because for some reason, God forbid, a Confederate flag is shown these days. As we live in a day and age where it just seems that it's heretical to show a Confederate flag. It's just deeply heretical. It goes against the regime. How dare it? The Confederate flag is not state approved, therefore it needs to be censored. And I hate it. I hate how censorship has destroyed everything. Censorship was never about protection, it was always about controlling everything. And it saddens me that there are people out there that still delude themselves into thinking it's necessary. Surprisingly powerful shotgun. Then again, I did hear that they nerfed the hell out of the shotgun in Gmod, so... And I like to play Gmod a lot. Sniper revolver.
Luckily for me, this elevator didn't stop till I reached the top, what I know can only be an ambush. Someone left another one of these mortars just lying around. Dumb luck or a plant? My money's on the latter. Someone else want Fabreen dead? I'm happy to oblige.
One of us waiting up high, the other crawling down low. It ain't gonna be like last time, detective. I can promise you that.
Got things to do. Ah, yes, his body is very interesting. Those meat hooks appeared out of nowhere. And the slowdown happens again. I was gonna say, that would have been a pretty quick boss fight, if all I had to do was shoot him once. Yep, nothing more here. Nothing else, nothing more. And they killed another janitor. What is it with these guys and their hatred for janitors, huh? You hire them, and now you suddenly are starting to kill them. Just a massive hate-on.
Whoever said anything about fighting fair, pipsqueak?
You're toast, Fabreen. Flying machine or not.
Problem with fighting someone in a war machine is,
Better make my exit downstairs. This place is coming apart.
the problem with fighting someone in a war machine is that the war machine is less maneuverable. And I went the wrong way.
Finally, Fabreen's toast. Those are my chances at getting the easy way down because these screwheads stuck my elevator. This buckshot beast of a shotgun. It's no Browning, but these guys are in for a world of hurt. The smoke's choking me. Gotta get out of here.
These guys are so loyal to Fabreen that they're going to try and kill you in a burning building. They'd rather die in a burning building than escape. There it is. What's through here? Nothing over there. What a waste of time. Actually, I probably went there before. And you should not be using an elevator during a fire. So nice that they cleaned up the bodies. You almost forget that I was through here before.
Not a surprise. Once again, I fought through impossible odds and got out just in time to get whisked somewhere else. Guts telling me we're in the endgame now. There's no going back.
All these efforts have just been band-aid solutions. Where I'm headed now, it's a long way from Miami.
Dreams in neon. Miami had been a kind of excess Zachary had never been seen before. In an odd way, it filled him with hope that mankind might get to this decadence before being topped by the aliens or themselves. The gangsters of his time were really no different than those of his own. They traded in contraband and hard cash, weighing their value against human lives. As he left this time behind, he knew his counterparts of this era would have their hands full. Now, almost a century away from his office, he felt a pain of regret for having embarked on this quest. He thought of his family, a mother he hadn't visited enough, a father who he judged too harshly. He may never see them again, but now this fight was for them, all the people of all these times. With the destruction of Fabreen Corp, the Combine are now locked on a fixed trajectory. Their modern conquest would have to suffice. Where Zachary was headed now was the stronghold of their forces. It was time to solve this equation and end the fight when Zachary Burton meets his termination. I did not see I was too focused on reading the small text. I didn't see the title drop. Terminus, not terminate. Gonna wonder what they're gonna do for the actual Half-Life setting now.